All right, there you go. Yo, what's going on, guys? I know we're 1 minute late. Relax, guys. Relax, relax. Calm down. We're 1 minute late. All right. Well, today I'm here. I'm joined by
All right, there you go.
I'm joined by
what's going on, guys?
What the fuck? What the fuck? All right,
What?
there it is. All right. Well, I'm joined by Vet and Tech today. We're going to be going over some questions that the community has asked for, I guess, this past month since I put out the thing and I announced it all. Well, without further ado, let's get into the first couple questions. So there wasn't that many Grand Navy / guild related questions, but I'll just ask the two that were asked before. Will the Grand Navy have its own respective rating, like an AA or AR? Vet?
No, it's just gonna go off of like fame, like the same system that it uses when you're not in the Grand Navy, but it'll have like tiers for the fame ranks like in the Grand Navy, and when you join or leave the Grand Navy, your fame will like go up or down, so you can't like join, get a ton of fame, and then leave.
All right.
And they have like a separate leaderboard too.
That's nice to hear. Nice to hear.
Hang on a sec, I'm gonna like tweet out the stream and stuff.
All right. It's already pretty high. He would have to do it on his end. I can
My
turn
mic
up.
is still quiet.
That someone said that in chat. Yeah. And also decrease the game's volume too, so you guys can hear him a little better. Yeah, if you guys notice any audio issues, just let me know. I'll just adjust it accordingly.
Alright, is that better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
All right.
Oh wait, I need to put it in dev updates too.
Dev up.
Someone said hot tub stream. Yo.
I mean, do we get sick donations for making it a hot tub stream?
I don't know. Do we?
Alright, there.
All right, we all good now?
Yup. Next
Okay.
question.
Next question. Will there be guild halls or any safe havens for the clans / crews in AO?
There won't be like a guild hall feature like there was planned for World of Magic, but there's gonna be like you'll be able to capture islands and build whatever you want on them. Like there'll be preset structures you can place like walls and all that stuff. And I'm thinking about doing like per sea there would be an island where clans can like compete for it to see like who would have the weekly ownership of it, and then they would be able to build like their base there to like show it off for a week until it resets. So I guess that would be kind of like the guild hall feature.
All right. All right, so those were the only two questions we got for like guild / Grand Navy related things, and we're gonna be moving on to build related questions. So, will you be able to swap your magic throughout the story at all?
Probably not at all, because I don't want people like switching metas. Like if like a magic becomes strong, like everyone resets their magic to pick it again and stuff. I don't want that.
All right, all right,
Like I want magic to be a kind of permanent choice for your file.
all right. Now, this question's similar to the first one. Will you be able to forget any type of magic at any stage in the game? So, like, say, like a lost or ancient
Mm, I don't know about Lost and Ancient resetting, but right now, probably not.
All right, all right. Would there
Might
be
change when we make them.
okay? Would there be any way to change your variant if you choose one? Maybe you want to change the color or skin of it.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna be moving on to more combat-related questions / tourney questions. So, heard that PvP tournaments for rewards will be a thing from another mod. What will there be? Titles, scrolls, and weapons in tourneys?
Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna do those exactly yet,
All right.
like the tournaments. But yeah, there would be titles from it.
All right.
We could have them as rewards, or we could have them as other forms of enticement for people to join them, other than just bragging rights. But most likely there will be multiple choices for people to go from.
All right. There hasn't been a lot of talk about the bite weapons / soul weapons. Would you guys like to give a more deeper explanation on soul weapons?
Oh boy.
Hang on, let me check.
You want to check the Trello?
Yeah, because honestly, I don't even remember what the idea was for them. Let me
The
check
idea for them
DMs.
was for tankier like paladin / warden, the vitality routes to get a sort of weapon to better, I guess, suit them, because currently like wardens don't really get any sort of progression with their route, because I think it's the only route that doesn't have any abilities that are unlocked over time with it. Like, for example, strength gets fighting styles, weapons get weapons, and magic obviously gets magic. Vitality is the only route that doesn't really get anything. So the idea behind spirit weapons is that it would be the vitality route's version of that, basically.
Yeah, basically it'd be like you imbue your vitality into a weapon and use like soul kind of attacks. I don't really know exactly how it would work. It's kind of just like a early concept idea.
All
Because
right.
I don't want vitality to just purely be like HP and that's it.
Yeah.
But it probably will be like that for a while.
All right. So in
Just
WoM,
me.
yeah, so in WoM, there was a lot of like self synergy debuffs. So like, say you're using light magic and you hit someone that was afflicted with a shadow effect, you would do like less damage. Are there any plans to like remove these things to not punish the player for doing an optimal magic combination?
I don't know. Because it would be weird if like yeah, I'm not sure. Like if you went fire and water and it had like no debuff. I'm not sure. What do you think, Tech?
That's hard to really pinpoint currently because Second Magic isn't out yet. I feel like that would be more of a topic that we could go
Later
over
on.
during trainings.
Yeah, when we get
And
there.
yeah, but I feel like that's an interesting route that we could go with, because it also means that you could get the benefits from some magic, but they wouldn't really. They would more of clash with each other rather than give benefits. Like, say, lightning and water, instead of doing lightning, you do earth and lightning.
Yeah.
It could bring on some interesting variations for. But I wouldn't want to necessarily punish that sort of thinking. I think we could give it some interesting notions as well.
Okay. Would there be any way to avoid PvP now that there's like assassination quests and bounty boards planned?
I don't think I'll ever add something like that just because like it would be weird if you're trying to like play a certain way, like you're a PvPer and you can't attack like half the players in the server or something. So I don't
Just
know.
run.
I don't think it would be common to like be arcade in this game though, just because of like the map and like I don't know. It's not like there's gonna be like 50 players per server or something. So I don't know. I don't think it's that much of a problem.
Alright. How will strength... Oh. Carry on,
I'm
Tech.
sorry.
No, carry on, Tech.
I mean, there are a bunch of options to avoid fights as well. I mean, you can upgrade your ship to where it has more speed than durability. You have agility stats. You can avoid a fight if you really want it.
Yeah, there is stats built into the game that allows you to, you can dash around, go build nimble, get away from fights if you really need to, build tanky so you can able to take more hits and stuff. But yeah. Next question is, how will strength weapons be different from the standard weapons?
Pretty much, they would just have like unique skills, but not a lot. Like each strength weapon would have, like, say if it's a rare strength weapon, it would have one unique skill. Exotic, it would have two, and etc. And strength weapons will like usually have bigger AoE, and they would scale with strength. I don't know, maybe in the future I'll make them like have more uniqueness to them, like how magic weapons will be really unique. But I don't know.
All right. Our next question is, will you be able to have the same magic multiple times?
No, you won't.
No? Alright, no more triple light, no triple fire, none of that.
Because the only reason that was a thing in AA is because, like, you were gonna mutate your magic, so to get, like, a light mutation, if you wanted two different light mutations, you needed light 2 times, but in this it doesn't work like that, so it would just be kind of weird.
Alright. What kind of fighting style skills will we have if you guys have any ideas? What types?
You mean, like, lost skills, or what?
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly.
Should we
Just
leak
like,
one?
huh?
Do we have any like planned ones on the dock that we want to leak, or should we to ourselves for now?
You guys can keep it yourselves if you need to.
Yeah, probably just keep it.
Yeah. Alright.
They'll be like as unique as the magic lost spells, though.
Alright. In spite of magic sensing being added, is there any way to remain stealthy in AO?
Hang on, I had an idea for that. Let me look for it real quick. Oh yeah, so I had an idea where you could learn how to suppress your magic energy, and that would like make your range, your detection range with it like super low until you get into a fight. So that would probably be a way. But you wouldn't ever be able to be like fully stealthy, I don't think. Maybe, but I don't know.
Alright. Do you know how many fighting styles we will have on AO's paid access release, if at any?
Probably about 4, I'd say, including the basic combat.
Okay. Would you want to mention any of the named ones at all?
It would be boxing, crane style. What was the other one?
It should be-
Sailor's Fist, and I think I was gonna do Thermo Fist too, so I guess that'll be 5.
5 in total. Alright, that seems like a good amount. Alright. Now, I don't know if you've watched Bleach at all, but there was a question someone asked if there would be like a spiritual pressure type of effect, like you're overpowering your enemy, like causes like screen
Yeah,
shake.
I definitely want to do something like that, like for mid game.
Mid game.
That'd be a really cool idea. Because
Yeah.
like powers like that are sick, like the willpower type stuff.
Yeah. You like make your enemies tremble in fear.
It'll also transfer over into magic sense as well. I know we had the concept of if someone is a certain amount higher than you, like a warning pops up saying, and that instead of a number, it'd be question marks.
Yeah,
I'm not
and it
sure
would
if
say
that-
like a powerful presence appears nearby or something. I don't know. You think that's an idea
Alright.
on
What-
the Trello?
What benefits will there be on the leaderboard that players will receive in AO. Will these benefits remain after, even if the player loses their rank in the leaderboard? So I'm guessing they're referring to the bounty boards. If there's any benefits from being on
Right
them.
now, the only thing you keep if you reach a leaderboard spot is a badge on your Roblox profile, but in the future, we're probably gonna add like a renown shop where you can like buy cosmetic items if you reach a certain like bounty or fame.
Okay. Are there going to be any substantial additions to fishing feature in AO in the future at all?
The only one I can think of is in the Dark Sea, you're gonna be able to catch like colossal variants of fish, but that's pretty much it. I don't
Okay.
think fishing really needs much else. There will be like more sunken items added, but that'll be like for higher levels.
All right. So we're gonna be moving on to like storyline related questions. I don't know. A lot of these you might not even be able to answer because I know you guys want to keep the story secret for the most part. But the first question is a little not too intrusive. Will this tutorial be tied into the story at all?
No, so the way I want to make the tutorial in this is instead of being just like text that you have to go through and like steps like it was in World of Magic, I want it to be a little bit of that at first, just to teach you the basics, and then like as you play through the game, say if you get a bounty, it would have like a text pop up explaining it. So it would be more like dynamic, like it wouldn't overload you with information at first.
Yeah, that's good to hear. All right. So next question is, how will the protagonist, or maybe more than tied into the kingdoms and wars going into the setting?
No comment.
No
No
comment.
comment.
All right.
No comment.
So next question is, even after release of the Bronze Sea and other season AO, will there be any island additions or updates to expand the already existing seas, including the Bronze Sea?
Yeah, there will be. There's gonna be. I don't know, Tech. I don't think I should tell them about the idea we
Which thing?
had a few days ago, right? That kingdom.
Uh,
But there would be like, say, like you reach a certain story point, something in a previous sea might change, and you can like go back and, like there'd be more quests available. Like some towns would be changed a little bit.
I think the key thing to realize is that as the story progresses, so does the world around you, and that there will be opportunities that unlock based on what point in the story you are.
Yeah, that'll make for a nice atmospheric and immersive game. Something that not a lot of Roblox games have nowadays. So yeah.
As to the main question of additional stuff, yes. I will
Yes.
not elaborate.
Okay. So this is more Dark Sea related now. What kind of content are we really expecting in the Dark Seas to begin with?
Probably just, well, to begin with, it would just be like the visuals, like random like magic weather, the dark clouds overhead, like crazy waves. But overall, like the Dark Sea won't ever be a finished feature because it's kind of like a sandbox thing. Like
Yeah.
just more variants and like events are added to it over time.
So what type of weather would you add to the Dark Sea then?
I want to add events like crazy stuff, like tornadoes of fire, like raining, meteors, like all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeesh. That'd be cool to see. All
The
right.
Dark Sea is a risk reward type area. Like the riskier it gets, the more rewards you will be presented with. But there is a possibility of losing everything, and there is a possibility of getting lost. So
Well, not losing everything. Like to elaborate, he means like if you go out there and get loot in the Dark Sea.
I see. So how much content will actually take below the AO's sea in general? Like, do you plan to do more with diving and sharks?
Yeah, I want to add more like shipwrecks and like overall just more ocean content like under the sea, but
Maybe like
it
a
probably
fallen
won't
island?
be- Yeah, it probably won't be a thing like until during early access.
Okay.
just because there's like way more important things.
Yeah. Will there be a good amount of non-ship bias activities you could do to Arc Sea? Like maybe like random islands or mirage islands that appear throughout you sailing there?
Yeah, there's gonna be like randomized islands, some preset ones, and some like uh world related islands, I guess you could call them. I don't really
Okay.
know. Tech, you know what I mean.
Tech knows what he means.
Oh, he's muted.
Oh, he's muted? Alright. So we're gonna be talking about ships now. What weapons for ships strictly be cannons? Like will they just be cannons or will there be more large caliber weapons on ships that you can place down?
We did have an idea for like siege weapons for capturable islands, like to raid a captured island that a clan built on, you'd have to use like a siege weapon on your ship to take down the walls, but I don't know, it's kind of just like an early concept.
Okay.
Not really sure.
Are ships only be able to be fired weapons on broadside, or will there be later boats that you can fire from the front or rear ends of the ship?
Yeah, once I make the bigger ships like galleons, they'll have like front cannons, back, broadside, and mortars,
Okay.
but not on smaller ships probably.
All right. Will there be additional ways to customize your ship in the future, like cannon skins or possibly furnishing the ship? Or will bigger ships even have below the deck options?
Um, well, below the deck, I'm probably not gonna do just because that's like a lot more modeling and like lag to add for an area that like no one really go in. But ship customization, yeah, I'll probably just add like more to that over time.
All right. Do players have to buy more crew members when they die? I doubt that.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Your crew
Or
members can die, but it's more just like visual. Like, if your boat takes damage, your crew will, and they can heal by randomly eating. But if all your crew die visually, it's just kind of like an immersion feature. They come back when you respawn your boat.
all right. Will there be different types of crews you can purchase in the future?
Yeah, there will.
Okay. Will there be any customization involving these crews?
Probably not. It's just like you purchase like or will hire, not really purchase.
Yeah.
So, like say if you find like sailors from an island that need recruiting, they just permanently look like that. Like you can't really equip like armor to them or anything.
Okay. Will higher tier ships have larger cost repairs to maintain, or will it just be required from like galleon or repair to repair ships? Or could they eventually be
No.
like materials that you can repair ships with?
Um, I don't know about like supplies like that because that was an idea for Arcane Adventures back in the day. Like you could cut down wood to get supplies to repair your ship or something, but I'm not sure if I'd add that in this.
Okay.
Maybe.
Are all ships going to be locked behind a level requirement, or will there be tasks and challenges you need to do to unlock the ship? And speaking of ships, my ship's being attacked.
It probably would just be level requirement. Just because like the bigger ships will be like basically required like at end game, so I don't know. It would be kind of weird to like have to do a quest just to get like a galleon.
I guess you could do something with like maybe ship equipment. You can do some quests, but other than that, I don't
Maybe
know.
if I did like the island specific ships, like we were planning to do like a Red Wake longboat or something, maybe that would be a quest.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be. That's gonna look really.
Yeah. All right. With cooking tiers having 5 in total that a regular player can reach, what kinds of advantages will player be like have if they max out their cooking skill? What's the incentive behind
So
it?
if you max out cooking, it increases the status duration from all your meals and the hunger restore. So like it's kind of a bonus, but it's not like it doesn't like increase the power of the statuses.
Okay.
I don't know really how like impactful that would be on PvP, but I don't know. It's like a thing you can do, I guess.
All right. So we do have foods in AO, but will we ever have beverages or drinks in the future?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay. Will there be mobile support that'll be added to AO?
Mm, well, the current plan is like try to do mobile support, but I'm not really like super confident it would work.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like it might, but if it does, it'll probably be like pretty basic. Probably just like being able to fish or something and do the story. I don't know.
Will there be any type of event you would like to feature after AO's release?
Uh, yeah, for sure. I want to do like events like egg hunts and stuff. That would be pretty fun for like vanity items.
Yeah. Will there be musical instruments in AO that we'll be able to play? Hmm.
Yeah, there would be.
There would
That's
be.
it's gonna be kind of like how weapons work, except with instruments. The plan is to like make them buff your party members.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that sounds neat. Now this is a big question for the grinders. Will WOM hoarders have to worry about unoptimized inventories during the like playing the game?
Inventories are pretty optimized compared to World of Magic, I'd say, but um, would probably have to like do more testing with that. But I'm not really sure like if it can be like optimized that much. I don't know. Like I could try, but if we're talking like millions of items, I don't know.
Yeah, you're
You
just
might
probably
just
gonna have to get rid of
always
some of them.
have some lag with your inventory.
Yeah, just gets rid of some. Are you planning to add more features to AO that'll affect the game globally throughout all servers?
Can you elaborate on
Uh,
that?
yeah, what does that mean?
Maybe like a global event that'll happen across all servers, like like a boss spawn, and just happens to all servers. Would that be possible at all? Or maybe like a global change to the game.
Mm, we don't really have plans for that.
By your predictions, do you think A will come out as free release or paid access? I think some of you guys already know the answers to this, but it'll be paid access first and then free release later.
Well, actually, the
Huh?
current plan now is just a free early access. So, like in December or early January, whenever the game will be ready, it's just gonna release for free, but early access.
Oh, okay. That sounds nice. Good to know. How much time? This is more for oriented towards vet. How much time do you actually spend developing each day on AO?
Um, Probably about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm on that grind. You're that guy's on that grind. So what current feature are you actually proud of in AO the most of?
Uh, Probably the rival system, honestly, because it wasn't really like a super expected thing. Like I just kind of made the criminal system and it make them be able to like level up, and then Camille and Testers had the idea where if you defeat like a criminal 3 times or something, it could be permanently saved to like your file, so you could fight them over and over.
Yeah, that's a pretty good system. Very unique.
I have to second that one as well. It's cool to see them progress, and
Yeah,
especially once the level cap is much higher in the future. It's cool to see them level as you.
yeah. When has been the most difficult part of development so far for you, Vet?
Um, Not sure. Hmm.
Bugs.
No, I don't know. It's all been kind of like the same. I don't know. Like there hasn't really been something that I super struggled with. I don't think.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps up the questions that I have that I've gathered and pretty much filtered through all the community posts and stuff. Guess now we're gonna have to move on to doing chat questions. You guys have any questions? You guys can ask them in chat now, or actually read them.
Fair warning: if y'all ask story questions, you can ask story questions,
Questions.
but be very aware that we'll most likely say no comment to them.
Yeah.
If it's something we can answer, we will answer it, but there's a most likely chance that we.
Damn, my
Have to
voice
pass
is starting to
over
get dry.
Yeah. Better get that water. Stay hydrated. Someone's asking for your workout routine.
I don't know really how I'd explain that without taking like 10 minutes to go through each one.
All right. I mean, if you want to go through it, you can.
I mean, I don't know. I just do the basic stuff like work out 6 days a week, like each muscle group. I don't know.
All right. Asking this question again, how will bosses be handled? I'm looking forward to unique NPCs with unique attacks, such as maybe even magic monsters. All right. So how will the bosses be handled?
In
I
what
don't
way?
really know like what that's asking. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess they're trying to ask like what kind of skills or stuff will the bosses be? Like how in depth will their mechanics be? Or if there will even be like magic monsters as bosses.
Tech. I don't
Do we
know.
want
Should
to?
we?
Okay, we'll give them the scraps. You want to start it off?
So there is a plan for something like that, like a magic monster, but that's all I'll really say.
Okay. That
But
really
for
is
the
the
most
scraps.
part, though, if you're asking like, will there be like giant like demons that you fight? Probably not, because like the world, like this game's world still obeys like somewhat realism. Like there aren't like elves and stuff like that, so.
Alright. What will the update schedule be post-launch then? Someone
now-
Skittles is asking.
Plan to do either like monthly or bi-monthly updates, and then probably half the update time would be spent on like the story, and then the other half would be content.
Tech, I think someone's asking you for a lore riddle I saw mentioned.
I have one in the works and I have one planned, but I'm waiting till it's a bit closer to release to drop it in order
Okay.
for it to have the right impact that I want it to have. Because every single riddle that I've like made up until now has all been part of the same picture, but a different perspective in it, if that makes any
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
So they can expect something. Just not anytime soon.
Alright.
Not until almost release.
Alright. Will you be able to reset stats in the game? Alternate says.
Yeah, you will. Once I add the brewing feature, I'm gonna make it so you can get like rare ingredients from the Dark Sea, and when you combine them, you can make a stat reset potion that's like tradable and stuff.
Alright. Will legendary items be obtainable without finding lucky charts?
Well, there is currently like a plan for a legendary chart system, but it won't be like it was in Arcane Adventures.
Nothing similar to it.
I don't want to
It'll be
do that again, where it's like, oh, some player found a legendary chart, everyone go kill them.
plus we don't really want it to be just purely RNG because that feels completely
Yeah.
unrewarding for those people who did put in the time, who did put in the effort. So
Yeah.
it'll be the work you'll put in is worthy of a legendary, but you will be able to get it.
So
It'll be realistic.
yeah, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Will there be private servers?
Honestly, I don't know because I have no idea how to do that with the universes. I know it's possible, but I just don't know how to do it myself.
All right. So maybe it's a maybe.
Yeah.
Are guild names going to be reset? So I'm guessing the WOM guilds. They're asking about WOM guilds if they're being resetted.
Yeah, they will be. They kind of had to be just because, like, I had to recode clans a little bit, like clans slash guilds, because of like the bugs with them, where you'd get like randomly kicked or like, I don't know, just the weird stuff like that. They needed like recoding, so the like World of Magic guilds couldn't really convert, I guess. I don't know.
All right. So how will magic and weapons interact with each other? Phoenix is asking.
What does that mean?
I guess.
Oh, I think it means.
How
I think
the,
it means for like the Conjurer build,
yeah, the conjurer build.
like how they.
You'd be able to like imbue your magic into any weapon, like any magic you have into any weapon, and it would add like the magic effects and stats to that weapon's skills. That's pretty much the plan.
All right. So I was asking, will there be advanced weapon movement? Guessing, I don't know.
If you mean like mobility with weapons, then
Yeah.
yeah, there's already that kinda.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Trying to look through some of these questions, if they're any good. Would builds get special weapons only they can use?
Yeah. That's like the strength
Strength,
weapon,
yeah.
magic weapon type stuff.
Yeah. What are the replacements for the boss items in WoM?
Right now the plan for that is pretty much to just make them convert to a sellable item. That's pretty much it.
Damn.
Because, like, I didn't want to do, like, unique weapons for that they turn into, and I didn't want to, like, keep that armor set weirdly, so that's kind of just what it is.
Getting bags
know.
of galleons, guys. Richards.
I mean,
It could still change, but yeah, that's pretty much what it'll be as of right now.
overall, I think that's pretty useful, especially with everything that does need galleons in this game. I think that gives players who did have those boss weapons a significant edge for both their ships, their guilds, and any upgrades they may need for either of those.
Alright. Someone's asking if by magic effects on weapons, do you mean the particles or the actual status effect, like Light's Blind? I'm pretty sure it takes
Yeah,
in
it
the
would
actual
be-
effect.
It would be the status effects, the visuals, like the stats of the magic, so your weapon skills would be way faster if you imbued light into them. Like stuff like that.
Interesting. It's really nice to hear. Will lost spells be added?
Like
Like
for
ever,
early
or-
access, because yeah.
Yeah,
it would
during
be.
early access, yeah. That's what I imagine they mean.
I want to have at least 5 lost spells and lost skills for fighting styles on early access.
Alright. Is the game harder or easier than WoM?
Harder.
In
I
my,
don't know, I guess harder.
I mean, yeah, objectively it would be
I think-
harder.
I don't really know like what difficulty would be described as in this game though.
Yeah, I mean, WoM only had 2 bosses, so if you want to go off bosses, the bosses in WoM weren't that like crazy compared to the ones in AO in my experience just playing it.
Yeah, these bosses I'm very proud of for AO. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah, the bosses in AO are
Especially the
different. They're actually built different.
Built better.
Yeah. Are vitality builds viable at all currently in AO?
Yes,
Not
sir.
really. Wait, they are?
Kind of.
They're
What do you
planned
mean?
to be, but in current build, no. But on release, yes.
No one's building full Vite yet, but maybe partial.
That's me.
Yeah, partial Vite. Will second magics be weaker than their first ones?
Probably by a little bit, but not as much as it was in Arcane Adventures, where like your second magic starts as level 1 basically. It probably won't be like that.
Okay. How artisan weapons work?
Uh, no comment on that yet.
All right. Will we still have something like the AG?
Yeah, so the current plan is to make a Grand Navy. Like on the lore document, it kind of explains them a little bit. They were a kingdom that wanted to become like a protector of the seas, and they'll be like involved throughout the story and stuff. You'll be able to join them as a player. They'll have like NPC ships and that kind of stuff.
All right. So what's the color scheme for the Grand Navy then?
Right now the plan is to make it like dark blue, gold, and white.
All right. This is a nice color scheme, yeah. Will magic only be viable in PvP till lost magics are obtainable, or lost spells are not supposedly rare?
Do you mean like does it mean
I guess they're trying to
is
say.
magic not good until lost spells?
Yeah, I
Or-
think that's what they're asking.
I mean it's
PvP
still
wise,
pretty good. Like
It's-
it's not awful.
it's not
I don't
awful.
know.
You just have to zone more, from my
Really,
experience.
the only thing lost spells will do is just add way more variety, like to the stuff you can do with magic.
Yeah. Yeah, with
For the
magic.
current plans, for the current plans, I mean the lost spells are supposed to add complexity and variation to what magic already does. So you can easily just use magic without using lost spells. It just lost spells give that edge, not in stats, but in complexity and what you were able and want.
Yeah.
Will magics get a grab, move back, or would it
Yeah,
just?
they will.
Okay, that's good to hear. Will magic shields from AA return, like the Z and Y move?
Yeah, those are gonna be a lost spell type.
Lost spell type. Oh, there you have it. The
You'll
complexity.
be able to make
yeah.
it like a wall or a orb shape.
Someone's asking for the requirements of Sailor Fist.
We don't really know what the requirements for like each fighting style will be yet. I know it's gonna be a quest to like get a different one, but I haven't really planned it yet. I'm just trying to finish the basic one first.
Will there be any reward for playing paid early access or playing WOM at all?
Probably not.
Probably not. How many bosses do you think there'll be on release then?
Let me see.
Consult the secret trap.
Well, technically there's gonna be like 6, but I'd only call 4 of them bosses really. Because the first 2 aren't really like bosses, they're kind of just like mini bosses to introduce you.
Yeah, only the third boss is really starting to introduce you to the The fourth one definitely does. And there should be 2 to 3 more after that.
Yeah.
Well,
So right now there's like 4 or 5. I think 4.
4
But
currently.
there's probably gonna be like 6 or 7 on release.
okay, that's a decent amount of bosses, yeah. I'm guessing each of them, or most of them, will probably drop like gear or boss items.
Yeah.
How many? Will Radiant Fist be making a comeback to
Yeah, it will be
a?
as a lost fighting style.
Will there be sea monsters or dark sea monsters like water serpents and krakens?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have plans to make both of those, water serpents and krakens, but I don't know, like sea monsters are kind of low priority right now.
Okay.
And I can't model them myself, so I'd need to like get a modeler, hire a modeler.
Alright. Someone's asking if there will be any lost type spell that will be able to cast while moving.
I mean, there could be. I'm not gonna say no. I don't know.
I mean, right, the only spell we can really cast while moving is Magic Jump for the most part, but yeah. Who knows? We'll see. How does magic and fighting styles merge in Warlock builds compared to Conjuring?
It would kind of be the same thing. Like you imbue any one of your magics into any one of your fighting styles, and then they like share the same stats. It can apply like the magic status, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Will there be any references to AA in AO?
Yes,
Yeah, there's already a few, I think.
we have several more that are planned. I'm
Okay.
not going to elaborate further on that.
Will there be a scythe weapon added?
Probably in the
release.
future, yeah. I want to continue to add different weapon types, like as long as there's ideas for them.
Okay. How are book and text handled? So I guess they're referring to like the lower books that you can find, or like notes as well.
Uh,
Probably the same way as they were in AA. But
yeah, there's
I
already
think
one book you can obtain, but we haven't added any like lore books yet. Not really sure when I'll do that.
All right.
They do save in your inventory though, like because they didn't do that in AA. You like found them, and if you died or left, you wouldn't have them anymore.
Yeah. Will the seafloor be a little more alive instead of just sand and fish? So I guess in the ocean itself.
So yeah,
Yeah. Maybe some ruins, shipwrecks, and
like
sunken
random
islands.
spawning treasures and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I know the ocean itself has already crates that'll hover on the surface that you can collect, so those are nice when you're like sailing island the island. Are there going to be any fighting styles that utilize weapons as a part of them?
Probably not. Just because it's like they're two different things, kind of. You would be able to use fighting styles like with weapons in a way, but it's not really fully planned out yet.
Yeah. Will the game more be story related, or will it be more open world, kind of like WoM?
It's definitely more story related. Like you have to play through the story in order to like go to further areas, get your awakening to like get your power up and stuff. So yeah, it wouldn't really be just like throwing you into the world and expecting you to do something.
Is there any risk?
Exploration is rewarded though.
Yeah, exploring. I know exploring is it's heavily rewarded. It's really nice. Are there any risks to dying?
The only risk really is just losing galleons. I don't want to make dying super punishing in this game.
Yeah.
And galleons is money, in case anyone didn't know.
Not the ship.
Not the ship, the coin. Does AO take place after or before AA?
It takes place a month after AA's story would have ended.
A month. I guess the next question would be, where in the world is AO situated in?
It takes
Yeah.
place on the opposite side of the world, like in a separate cluster of seas.
Okay.
So the Seven Seas is a sea cluster, and the War Seas are a sea cluster, and like throughout the world, there's different clusters of seas where people can live, and in between them all is just like dark sea. So like uninhabitable, like I don't know what you'd really call it.
Apocalyptic radiation wastelands, basically, just full of ocean.
Yeah.
And death.
The lore document kind of explains that a little bit more.
How will the sanity work in Dark Sea wise? Is it just something you gain passively inside of, or is it something that you gain through events that happen there?
I think the current plan is like the shallow dark sea, I guess you'd call it. Like when you first go in, you wouldn't have insanity, but the further you go, like towards the edge of it, you'd get more and more insane. And if you have a co-captain equipped to your ship, it would tell you like if you're going into a deadly area of the Dark Sea. Like they'll say to turn around and stuff.
Okay.
That's the benefit of higher tiered co-captains, though, because their advice and their shoutouts will get more advanced with their tier, so they will give you more details as you progress.
Will there be any other way to travel other than boats later on?
I did think about re-adding the flight spell as like a lost spell type with some adjustments, but like it's no guarantee. I'll probably try it out, but I'm not really sure. I kind of want to like, I wouldn't say like force the player to use their ship, but it's meant to be like a pretty big part of the game,
Yeah.
like leveling up and upgrading your ship.
You want there to be some incentive to having your ship be in the world.
Yeah.
Are items from WoM going to be transferred to AO? So inventory transfer.
Yeah, for the most part. The only items that won't be would be like the boss items. Like sunken armor, wood, leather armor, like all that stuff would.
Alright. How much will the current roster of magics change? Will there be any new ones or current ones will get removed, rebalanced?
So far I think the only changes like removals was ink magic was removed, paper, and gold and iron magic were merged into just metal magic. But I don't think I'll add any more like base magic options. I think there's enough of those.
Do we get ultimate option icon or the ultimate spell option that we couldn't get in WoM with the AO level cap on release?
I think so. Hang on, let me look. Like, what is the blast ultimate requirement? Let me check.
I can actually check right now.
Yeah, you definitely would.
Yeah, you would. It's at 200, and right now we're actually at... Well, this can go up to I believe 180. Yeah, 180 because you get 2 stat points per level up. So yeah, I'm at 116. Yeah, so on release, you would definitely be able to get it.
Bro, you spared Elias.
Bro,
I saw that.
what? Would you want me to kill him? I have
Killed
remorse.
him, bro.
Oh
You
god,
probably should.
I
bro's
killed
a
that boss
menace.
too many times. I just killed him. I don't care.
Bro doesn't care.
You probably should have killed him.
Really? I thought maybe if I spared him, he'll like come back and like give me something. Who knows? All right, man. I really got shitted on for sparing him, huh?
Bro, I didn't even know what that icon was at first glance because I don't think I've ever spared him.
Yo, that's insane. It's a sick icon, bro.
I think the last time I saw that was when I added it.
Yo. Will the bosses have a cooldown in AO? Because in WoM they don't, and will they have mobility of the WoM bosses, or will they be closer to the AA bosses where they're like semi-stationary?
Yeah, they have like more mobility than the World of Magic bosses, I'd say. Like some of them, there's one that like rushes all around and stuff, and there's others that are like slower, but more tanky.
Alright. Someone's asking if Savant is viable, so like the all path, jack of all trades.
Yeah, I think that path would actually end up being one of the like flashier ones. It'll definitely be viable.
How
It'll
so?
definitely be fun.
Cause like, for example, you'd be able to infuse weapons with both fighting styles and magic.
Oh
At,
snap!
like late game Savant route.
Savant. Sounds cold. Is there any original music in AO?
I don't think so far. Like for the most part, I just buy the themes, like to match whatever I'm building, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Still some pretty good music, though.
Will there be curses in AO?
There will be, but not player obtainable.
Okay. How?
Probably for the best.
Yeah, probably for the best. And don't want to be giving players curses. How will meteors function?
I don't really know, honestly. I kind of forgot about that idea, but they'd probably just fall like randomly, crash into the sea, and have loot in them, I guess. Maybe like some unique armor sets from them. I don't know.
How advanced is magic in interactivity with each other? So how interactive they are with each other? Will ice freeze? Will ice freeze water? Fire burn wood? Yeah, they would. It's a question even I can answer.
Yeah.
Someone's asking about the Peacekeeper. We'll make a role in AO story
No comment.
or a mention.
No comment. No comment.
Not much,
Not
really.
much. Okay. Are there better hitboxes in the game? I get hit from studs away when my opponent isn't even aiming at me. Oh, that's like the client side stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, that's more like ping issue.
It's a ping issue, yeah, down in WOM.
Though I will say like the syncing of it is better in this game. I did fix it up a little bit.
Yeah. Will players defeated by the Grand Navy players get jailed?
Yeah, they would if they had a bounty.
Okay. How will enchanting work in AO?
It's pretty much the same as World of Magic, except you can find like enchantment scrolls. So if you find like a power enchant scroll, you can just directly apply that to an item.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be more types of enchantments from like the Dark Sea and stuff.
Will AO know of Druza or Durza?
Uh, they kind of do. Like some people do, but it's more of like a legend type thing.
Legend type thing.
Cause like the normal people in the War Seas don't even really know that the Seven Seas exists. Like they think they're the only habitable sea, basically.
Oh,
'Cause
damn.
nobody can even go out into the Dark Sea, really.
How will ghost ships work?
Well, they'll probably spawn like at nighttime. They'll work pretty much the same as AA, where they sail to like their wreckage, and once it reaches it, you can dive down to the wreck and get like unique items from that shipwreck, the ghost ship.
Will fishing be the same as WOM or will it be reworked in any way?
For the most part, pretty much the same. And I didn't want to add like a fishing mini game or anything, because I kind of just wanted fishing to be like a turn your brain off type thing.
I see, I see. Will the old legendary weapons from AA make an appearance in AO?
Not in the same way. But there will still be legendary weapons, just not like nearly as OP.
Okay. Are Tauren or the 11 Unknowns coming back to AO?
No comment.
Nah, they won't. The 11 Unknowns was kind of just like a concept for AA, but it never really got added.
Okay. Someone's asking if they'll be wiped in the Dark Sea.
No, bro. The risk out there is basically like you get unique chests from the Dark Sea, but you can't open them until you come back to the regular sea. So if you die out there, you like risk losing your loot. So you have to like, I don't know, be careful, I guess.
Yeah. Will there be more character customization in the revamp? Like new clothes,
for sure.
Oh yeah.
hairs?
Once the level cap is 100, I plan to add like way more cool looking armor and stuff like that.
Do you see my drip? Of course.
Yeah, look at him. Looks teed. Will there be official PvP tournaments near release?
Probably, but we don't really know how they're going to be handled yet.
Okay.
But if they do become a thing, you'd probably get like unique titles from them and stuff.
Are there still going to be fusion elements? I don't know what he means by that, but
No.
No.
Like,
Okay.
I think he's talking about like how in early Arcane Adventures, mutations were like fusions of magics, but
Oh, okay.
it's not really a thing anymore. So it's just lost in ancient magics.
How will the new impact fist work?
Um, the current plan for that is like you store up damage you take and then release it,
Oh, that sounds.
but it wouldn't have any like one-shot potential.
Yeah, that's good to hear. No more
We wanted
AG snakes.
we wanted to take it away from the use of assassination and more for the use of like a turn the tables type vengeance burst rather than just hide in a bush, press Q.
Okay. Will there be like unique weapons that are maybe not like, I don't know, I guess not mainstream, like a typical great axe or anything like that, or typical great sword?
Yeah, but those probably won't come till like during an early access update because I want to add like island specific weapons so you could get like a frostmill pickaxe or something that has a unique skill.
Or bone weapons from Red Wake.
Yeah.
When you use the sensing feature, will you see their auras differently depending on what stats they have? Like if they're magic, they're blue, or if they're strength, they're red.
Yeah, but for each route, the sensing is a little bit different. Like, for Vitality route, you sense their, like, health, um, what's the word? Like, their health affinity, I guess. And weapon routes can, like, sense sea monsters and stuff like that.
Alright. How will stat resets affect awakenings?
Um, honestly, I don't really know yet.
Alright then, will we still have magical focal items such as crystal balls, wands, and staves?
Yeah, those will probably still be a thing.
Okay. Will there be support classes of magic? Maybe like a support build?
Yeah, that would probably be like using the instrument weapons and stuff like that.
Okay. What kind of benefits will Grand Navy members get? Any privileges to high-ranking members that normal clan leaders won't get? For example, calling in someone like a Buster Call from One Piece.
Yeah, I kind of want to do stuff like that, like being able to call in NPC ship reinforcements and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Just ideas right now, though.
Will clashing from AA be added back, or will it still be WOMP clashing?
We had to talk about that like a month ago. I kind of want to re-add something like that, but not really like something you see in every single fight and like one-shot someone. Probably make it like rarer, and I don't really know. Because
Weren't we
something like
gonna
that's hard
restrict
to add without giving you like an advantage, I guess.
Will Ice and Magma still make platforms even though the world's mostly sea?
They do, but not as much, I guess you say. I guess you'd say.
Yeah, so you can't just bridge across islands using Magma or Ice.
Yeah.
Will executions do more than just be forced to death sentence or reset your bounty?
They don't reset your bounty. It's more of just like executions in this game are more just like an event. Like if you have over 50,000 bounty, it announces to the server that you'll get executed, and then people can go to the island it's taking place on to either like save you or watch it. And there'll be like Grand Navy NPCs there guarding it. I don't know. It's just kind of like a world event.
Will weapons and styles have customizable moves that'll be unique to the user, or will it be set moves that come with a weapon/style?
Weapons are like the only thing in the game right now that isn't customization. but in the future, maybe I'll change it so you can, like, for example, take a sword skill and put it on a cutlass or something. But it would probably be something for way later on.
Yeah, okay. How would non-magic builds deal with NPCs that use curses?
So the way that works lore-wise is that, like, your character in this game is a magic user, like, at heart. So even if you forget your magic, you can still use it, technically. So that's what, like, weapon aura is, basically. You're, like, subconsciously using magic in your attacks. And that's kind of how those routes can damage curse users.
Alright. With the inclusion of split stat weapons, will there be split stat fighting styles, moves, or split stat spells as well? So, I don't know, maybe like a magic strength spell? Or...
Maybe in the future. I don't really know, though.
Alright. Are there any plans for longer quest progression to get specific lost magics or lost spells?
Lost magics and spells will mainly just be from, like, game activities. I don't think I'll do any, like, quests to get them. And if I do, it'd probably only be, like, a few. Because, I don't know. Like, quests to get stuff like that basically just means everybody gets it eventually.
Yeah. Will we be able to use different senses, or will it just be the same sense? So I'm guessing maybe if you're a split hybrid, maybe they were asking if you can use magic and strength or just magic sensing.
Yeah, the hybrid routes would get, like, a little bit of each magic sensing type.
Okay. Will there be magic guns?
Yeah, you'll be able to imbue magic into guns.
That'll be cool. I guess their M1s will proc whatever magic they have. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, will there be any Conqueror's Hockey type ability for a spell?
Probably not.
Alright. Is there going to be similar to anything like anti-magic? So I guess
What's
like that, I guess like disable spells in an area or something. I don't know. Or disable skill usage.
I don't know.
Someone's asking if there will be professions added on release.
Nah, that'll probably be something that's added, like, over time. Probably not until, like, the end of early access or something.
Someone's asking if there will be any advantages to certain magics, or will they be similar and balanced?
The goal is to make them pretty balanced. Like, I don't want any specific magic to be better, but lost magics and ancient magics will be kind of like a step above, but I do want to make it so you can, like, upgrade your starter magic. I don't really have much more info on that, though, yet.
Someone's asking, will the healing on instrument scale off magic, or will it be scale off vitality? If not, will they heal a set amount?
I don't really know. Probably like weapon stat.
Yeah, they might even vary.
Or maybe they could be vitality stat. I don't really know.
When the time comes. Will items such as Headless Head from WoM stay in AO, or will it be wiped?
Yeah, those will stay in the game.
Is the Sky explorable?
To a small degree.
Yeah, like, the sky isn't really, like, a huge part of the game right now. But in the future, maybe I'll make, like, a dark sky. Like, you can sail out into the dark sea, but on a sky ship, and it will be a little bit different or something. It's like a far future idea, though.
Will there be any evil or low reputation islands where low reps have access to normal shop things, or will there be ways to benefit from having high insanity, like an insanity build?
For the low rep island, yeah, I actually finished building that island yesterday. I'm gonna add it later today.
Oh, damn.
And for the insanity, wait, what was the insanity question?
they're basically asking if they wanted like if there's any way to have like benefit from insanity, like an insanity type build.
I don't really know how that's gonna work yet, because the original idea was like strong armor gives you insanity, but it would kind of just be broken. I don't know. Like even with the insanity illusions. So I'm
Probably do
not
the
really sure how that
insanity.
would work yet.
Um, will there be musical instruments like banjos and AA? Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Will we still have magic? No, wait, someone already asked that. This is like the third time.
For the people who keep asking when the game is coming out, it's the estimation is basically late December up to mid-January for free early access. Because there won't be a paid access anymore. It's just going to come out for free.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. How do weapon clash rates compare to magic clash rates? How will fighting styles compare to magic as well? Guessing like what's the difference between all of them?
I think for those, it's basically just an equal clash. Like, weapons clashing with magic is just 50-50. Like, they'll tie. I don't really remember, honestly, because I added that so long ago.
Yeah. Can we cook sea monsters we find in the Dark Sea?
Uh, I don't really know.
Maybe they
Because
drop their
killing
meat.
sea monsters in this game isn't really like getting meat from them. Like, you kind of just get fish from fishing. So I don't know. Maybe I could add that. Like, you get White Eyes meat from killing him
That'd be cool.
for sea monsters.
Uh,
Yeah, weapons can clash with magic. Magic can clash with fighting styles, all that.
will there be ocean enemies like other than sharks or variations of sharks?
Yeah. There won't be like I don't know, like fishmen or something like that, but yeah, there's gonna be like eels and krakens and stuff eventually.
How will Arcanium weapons work?
So for that, you're gonna be able to take any weapon for the most part to like a certain type of blacksmith and have him turn it into Arcanium, like remake the weapon out of Arcanium metal, and then that weapon can cast spells with like a boost to them. So like if you make an Arcanium Great Axe, it would like the spell you add to it would have more AoE, but like slightly less damage, stuff like that.
Okay. Will there be fast travel? Running around for extended periods of time like WoM was very tedious, someone said.
Nah, there won't be. It's not really needed because of like
The
how
ships.
ships work.
Yeah, the ship system is pretty cool. Maybe if I have permission, I'll possibly make a video on that, you know, if at all. Will clashes happen during melee combat? So melee clashing.
What does that mean?
I think they already do, don't they?
They
Like,
do to an
with
extent, yeah. With projectiles and stuff, I'm pretty sure you can cut through the projectiles using different moves or like breaking projectiles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is those types of clashes, yeah.
We'll probably make like a more in-depth combat showcase near to release. Because right now I don't really want to show combat just because like it's so unfinished. Because there's no like magic imbuing or anything like that. So we'll probably make like videos and stuff about that when those are added.
Yeah. For those people that are asking how artisan weapons work, I'm pretty sure they said they didn't want to talk about that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a future idea, not
yeah.
really something that'll be added soon.
Yeah. Someone's asking why did we keep glass magic but remove paper and ink?
I don't know. Glass is kind of just like I don't know, like it's not as different as those, I would say.
I'd say glass is more possibly naturally occurring rather than just ink or paper.
Yeah.
Those are more like
Yeah, like
manufactured.
paper and ink were really only added because World of Magic was originally going to be a fairy tale game. and I don't know, they were just kind of kept because why not? That's why I removed them in AO.
Are there any ideas for how fighting style upgrades will function?
No comment.
All right. Well, after the release of the game, what are the major updates that are planned?
Honestly, I don't really plan much for after release because I'm just trying to get like 2 release right now, but the main one I want to do soon after release is like the clan building on islands so they can like build kingdoms and stuff.
Someone's asking, what are the difference between non-magic users and magic users?
I don't know.
Well, from my experience, I feel like I can answer this. It's really just the play style. If you're playing magic, you're more of a zoner. If you're playing weapons, you're more rush down. And as for fighting styles, they're not done yet, but it looks like they're on the path of being as well as rush down, or just like heavy AoEs. But yeah, that is what I think they are. Is the same.
Bro said,
What's
bro
up?
said cat girls question mark.
Cat
Good
girls?
question, bro.
Was that a yes or no?
No, I was just reading what I saw.
Oh. How common will players have ancient magics be? Or yeah, would it be considered a super rare event?
Not super rare. Like I imagine every mage at late game would eventually have one. But it would take like a decent amount of playing to get one.
Will hybrid builds be able to get ancient magics?
I don't really know. Like I'm not sure how the specifics of those will work yet, just because it's so far away. So yeah, I don't know. It's a possibility.
Someone's asking, will there be flying sharks just like in A?
Nah, bro.
Only in your nightmares.
When they start flying.
I think that can actually still happen super rarely. Like I remember someone posted a picture of one like a few months ago.
That's all
Really?
Wilders doing it.
I think only with small sharks, so I don't know.
Someone's asking, will you ever work on another game engine instead of just staying
Nah,
on
probably
Roblox?
not.
Let's see.
No, you can't lose your save file. There's no permadeath in this game.
Yeah, there's no permadeath unless you want to do it to yourself. Delete your save file after you die. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. Let's see. Is there going to be a way to decide if we turn in our rival for execution? Because it would be nice to fight ancient magic NPCs.
Yeah, I want to make a way where you can reset your rival to like get a different one if you want, but you won't need to do that unless you like really want a different one. So like if you have a magic rival right now where it's capped at like 120, level 120, it would eventually get an ancient magic like way later in the game.
Will the majority of the bosses be flying like in Arcane?
No, not really.
I wouldn't say
Oh yeah,
majority.
and I saw someone ask, will this game follow like a similar theme to the Odyssey, like the Greek mythology one? Not really, but there will be more of Greek mythology in this game than like Arcane Adventures.
Okay.
I'd say a lot more.
A lot more? Wait, what makes you say that?
No comment.
No
You'll
comment?
see, bro.
You'll see? Not
You'll
even
see.
I know. Okay. Shoot. This guy's asking, how will limb amputations work? Will you be able to replace your limbs with, I'm guessing like a metal arm or something, or a magic arm, just like in what the idea we had for WOM.
Yeah, so for that, you can lose your limbs like in a fight, but you regain them when you respawn. But if you get like a magic limb loss spell, which is still planned, it would like permanently replace your limb with your magic for like a boost. But as for like replacing it with metal parts, we do have a plan. There's a concept for a lost fighting style that would be like cyborg parts kinda, but it's kind of just an idea right now.
Someone's asking, how will legendary ships and dark sea expeditions work?
Um, Dark Sea expeditions, you kind of just sail away from the map and you're in the Dark Sea. Like there's not really much else to that. And then out there you find like all kind of crazy islands and loot. And as for legendary ships, they will just spawn rarely like their ship in the world and you can fight them. And once you defeat the legendary ship, you'd get rewards. That's pretty much it.
Bro, I really got disconnected for being idle. Are you serious?
Bruh.
Yo.
Yikes.
I don't
Do you
think
wanna
you can
pause
even
the-
rejoin, bro, because of the auto kick command I ran.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I could.
Even if you were to
Here,
rejoin, what would
if you
he
pause
do?
the stream, we could get a new server.
Alright. Yeah, let me do that.
Should I leave them?
Yeah, I'll shut down.
Let me reconnect. Here, I gotta make my way over again. Man, these stupid pirates, like, messed up my ship. Yeah. Had to repair that shit, costing me like 500. Or I'm on my way. Alright. I'm almost here. But you guys, can you shoot a spell up somewhere? Oh, there you are. Do you want to go to a new location? Yeah. Alright. See, nothing happened, guys. Tech will be here shortly. He's on his way. How will island claiming work?
If you're in a clan, you like if you go to a certain island, like Wilderness Islands, it'll say like you're starting to claim it, and there'll be a progress bar. And once you claim it, in the future, you'll be able to like build structures on it, like walls and stuff, to protect it more. And if there's like a lot of clans in the server, you can earn infamy from captured islands. That's kind of like the point of it. But you can only capture one island like per player.
Can you show some new magic VFX or some features? Someone's asking.
I don't know. Not really. Like,
Yeah.
it's not really what the stream's about.
Yeah. Will the Grand Navy be immune to good reputations attacking them like an AA? And if so, could good reps choose to be able to attack the Grand Navy?
Right now, it's basically just planned to where positive reputation or like fame players can't attack Grand Navy and vice versa. So like maybe you'd be able to attack them and fight them if you duel them, which will be a feature in the future, but as of right now, no.
Someone's asking, would it be possible to be Radius Fist with some type of fire magic? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Down the
Yeah.
line. Do you think in the future there could be a Sky Sea with new types of creatures in it? Or is that too far-fetched?
Maybe in the far future, yeah.
How long will early access go for?
Probably not long, because it'll have like pretty much all the major features in it. It will just be a matter of like adding content.
For those of you just coming in, boss drops aren't being deleted from from WOM. They're just being transferred into like money, pretty much. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like sellable items. That's pretty much it.
What would transformations look like?
So for that lost spell idea, it would pretty much be like boosted power-ups of magic, but you'd be able to change like either say like your hair color, like make yourself have wings of magic, like stuff like that.
Someone's asking, will Theos be an AO? Who's gonna tell him?
Who's gonna tell him?
Who's gonna tell him?
How do we tell them?
How do we tell him?
Well, you see, he's dead. We miss him very much. We actually do miss him very much, but he will not be returning, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, he will not be back. Will the Grand Navy ranking system be different from Arcane Government?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more player obtainable ranks. You can get up to the second highest rank from the leaderboard.
Will there be environmental buffs or advantages for using different magics? So, hot areas boosting like fire spells and stuff.
Probably not. There used to be something kind of like that with like where if you were cold, like on a freezing island, you could get frozen instantly by cold magics, but I don't really, I don't know. It's kind of just like a OP thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll be able to name weapon skills.
Maybe in the future, like when you can transfer them between weapons, but as of right now, no.
Someone's asking the power gap between ancient magics and lost magics.
I don't really know, honestly, because they're so far away.
Yeah. Someone's asking if there was any way to be magicless
Yeah, so if you go a route that doesn't have magic, like strength or like half strength, half weapons, stuff like that, then you'll forget your magic eventually because you won't really need it anymore.
Could a fan created song make it into AO?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It'd have to be like it would have to fit the game.
Yeah.
I don't see why not, as long as it's good. Fits what we.
Yeah.
How high do you think the PvP skill ceiling will be?
It's pretty high already, but I don't really know. Like, I'm not sure how to answer that really.
Well, weapons have multiple skills and abilities to use. Yeah, they do already. You just have to unlock them. Uh, are there any more monetization ideas that are currently on the question mark card? I don't know.
Not besides the ones that are on that card, really.
Okay. Will it be possible they make your character larger, like a transformation spell?
Yeah, I want to add a way to where if you want, you can like do a quest in the world from like a witch or something per se, and she could either make you like slightly bigger or slightly smaller in exchange for like passive stat changes. But I don't know, it's kind of just an idea right now.
How cooperative will AO be? Will it be easy to progress with your friends?
Uh, yeah, you can pretty much do most of the story multiplayer.
Yeah. Party up. Grind together. Do ship activities. Will there be hybrid scrolls such as Warlock slash... Yeah, okay. I don't know.
I don't really know.
Would I still be able to have weapon and magic skills if I put little points into health? Yes. Would it be possible to replace or forget second magics? If not, would you just have to forego picking a second magic? What? I don't know. That question's a little weird. It's worded a little weirdly.
Yeah, I'm not really sure because like magic choices in this game, I kind of want to be somewhat permanent. Like I don't want people to be hopping between different magics like as the meta is changing, basically.
Someone's asking, would you ever consider adding a fan-made weapon to the game later on? So I guess like a weapon design or like a weapon art
Yeah, for
contest.
sure.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Yeah, it's like
cool.
a rare weapon. That would be nice.
Yeah. Are we going to be able to combine magics with other players?
No, probably not.
Will top guilds get some compensation things like banners or... Yeah, banners. I guess maybe in the islands you capture.
Yeah, that'll probably be like a placeable thing, like flags and stuff like that. Bro, make sure you move your camera. You don't get disconnected again.
Bruh.
Move
Relax.
your body.
Relax. Yeah, move my body. Oh, I just dashed off.
Goodbye.
Flew.
Goodbye.
Alright, I'm back.
What happens when we get executed? It's basically just like an event. Like, there's no super bad penalty to it. You basically just lose more money. Because I wanted to add it, but I didn't want to make it like a super rare thing. So, that's kind of just how
Yeah,
it
there is
is.
shift lock, guys, as you can tell. Is my character Shanks? No, it is not Shanks. If a non-magic user were to find an ancient lost magic, would it just be unusable for them, or would it be like their new primary magic?
No. Like, if you found one as a weapon user, you'd still be able to, like, have it in your inventory, but you wouldn't be able to do anything with it. So, like, at that point, you could probably just, like, sell it on the auction house for, like, a rare weapon or something. Like, that better suits your build.
Will different places have different drip in AO?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Once I add the island-specific weapons, they'll also have, like, island-specific armor sets and stuff like that.
Will the money bag dropping when you die feature be added to AO?
I don't know.
Hmm. No, you will not be able to infinitely climb like in WoM. There, it does drain stamina. Would it be possible to add a quick key time event during executions to prevent an execution?
I mean, I don't know. That's not really like how they work. Like, it's kind of meant to be a thing where your friends break you out and save you from the execution. Because if you could just break yourself out, then it would kind of, I don't know, it wouldn't be
Kind of
as,
defeat the purpose, really.
yeah.
Someone's asking, will there be flag customizations to ships? Like maybe your clan icon?
I don't know, because I don't really want people's clan logos, like, stretched across their sails. Because for some of them, that'll probably look terrible.
Maybe you could do like a little flag at the top. And it would
Yeah,
be
something
as
like
strange.
that, maybe.
Yeah. Well, anything transfer from WoM to AO? Yeah, I'm pretty sure your inventory will transfer for sure. Will there be infamy gain on player kills?
No. So the ways infamy, like, you gain infamy and lose it in this game, instead of just being from kill like it was in World of Magic, it's like you capture islands, and if you're in a populated server with other clans, then you passively get infamy from the islands you own. And right now, the only way you lose infamy is by, like, fighting other players and dying to them on those islands, like on capturable islands. It'll probably be changed, like, throughout early access though.
Are there any more common fighting styles that are not listed in the Trello already? Or is that all of them?
Uh, nah, it's pretty much all of them on there. We have a, like, plans card for, like, unfinished ideas, but I don't know, like, they're unfinished.
Under the assumption that weapons will eventually have customizable moves, will we be able to make weapons-based ultimates eventually? Like Massive Mihawk Slash?
Yeah.
Especially with higher
Eventually.
tiered weapons like exotics or legendaries.
Yeah, weapons already have, like, preset ultimate skills, but they aren't until higher levels, just like the magic stuff.
Is there going to be a newspaper thing like in World of Magic that there is in AO?
Yeah, most likely.
Are we going to get a special item for playing paid access in AO?
No, because it won't be paid access anymore, it's just gonna be free.
Yep. Will our generation from WoM stay in AO?
No, because the way generations work now is a little bit different. It's kind of just, like, based off what games of mine you've played. So if you played AA, you're, like, a specific generation. If you didn't play any game except World of Magic, you're a different one. Stuff like that.
I don't know if I already read this before, but will there be any bosses that have raid boss mechanics? So I guess multiple people, like a huge group.
There's a plan for one like that in the Dark Sea, but I won't really like reveal it here.
We have a couple plans for those types, but
Okay.
I don't know if they'd ever be tied to the story.
Yeah.
All right. Someone's asking if they can throw cannonballs at their enemies.
Yeah, that's the
Cannon
planned
fist.
fighting style type.
Yeah, cannonball fists. Will the game be less destructive as well?
It's kind of the same amount of destruction. Like you can destroy pretty much anything. The ground, structures.
If your co-captain or crew dies in battle, will you have to go back and buy them again, hire them again, or will they just respawn after a certain amount of time? Yeah, they just come back after your spot, after your like ship resets.
They can't
Yeah,
die.
co-captains basically have like plot armor. They can't actually die.
Yeah.
They're too important.
If they get low health, they basically just stay there.
Damn.
Because they're kind of like important to the story later on.
Is it possible to permanently lose limbs?
Not unless you like want to. So like if you get the magic arm lost spell, you could use it and lose your arm and replace it with magic if you wanted.
How you deal with players purposely lagging the server?
I don't know. I would like need information on how they're doing it so I could fix it.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't get banned for something like that. It would just be more so something I fix.
Will we see the return of Savaria theme?
Probably not, because I don't really like reusing themes like that.
Will getting lost in ancient magics be completely RNG, or will it be skill related?
I don't really think you can make something like that skill related, but it won't be like something you have to like grind hours and hours for. It would be kind of like if you're playing the game and like trying to get it, you will get it. Like, I don't know. The rates won't be like insane to try to get them.
If the diving spot idea is ever added, will it only be for shipwrecks, or is there a possibility of sunken ruins also spawning?
Yeah, once I add that, I'll probably make it be a lot of different like structure types.
Will there be pity for really rare items?
Yeah, more than likely. Because there's already that for the sunken stuff now.
Yeah, sunken pity. Someone's
Make sure to
asking... What happened?
Make sure to jump.
Oh, you guys are gonna keep reminding me, huh? I got 20 minutes. Will there be Phoenix or Phoenix Loss or Ancient spell inside Arcane Odyssey?
If you mean spell, like if you could get wings and fly around, then maybe. As for Phoenix magic, yeah, that'll be a thing.
Someone's asking for a white light color variant for light magic. I'm pretty sure that's a lost spell, right?
Yeah, that would be, I think, Aether magic is white.
Will top guilds get cosmetics?
Maybe, because I remember in World of Magic that was a plan where, like, high tier clans could submit uniform designs or whatever. I don't know if I'd do that. Maybe.
Will Sunkens be obtained without doing just fishing? Like, will there be from other activities?
Probably not, because like each activity like that will have their own unique items. So it'd be kind of weird if you could just get like any type of item from that.
Will potions be viable in combat?
Yeah, I plan to make different, like a ton of different potion effects that either like do stuff for combat or like just traveling. Like they'll have a ton of different uses.
Will there be skills like or similar to necromancy where you can summon minions? If not, are you going to?
Yeah, there's a lost spell like that that lets you create elementals. That's a planned spell.
What's the limit to how many lost or ancient magic spells you can have?
Pretty much just, well, the limit on how many you can like use is just how many spell slots you have. So like if you have 2 magics, you'd have 16 slots. But you can like permanently store them in your inventory.
Dude shot me. Someone's asking if there will be permadeath, but like, dude, just delete your file if you want permadeath. I don't know. Set that rule to yourself.
It's not really how the game works.
Yeah. Will there be a GUI where you can pick your own region like it is in Deepwoken? So I guess like server regions, like a serverless.
I don't know, because Roblox already kind of does that.
Yeah.
Like it'll put you in your own region.
Unless you have like friends, or like force you to be with your friends. So I don't know.
Yeah, to me, like serverless like that, the only thing it really lets you do is join empty servers, which I don't know, that's kind of like abusing the game in a way. Like playing with less players to attack you.
Will VTEX re-add spell shouting from AA? Fully charge attacks being all caps.
But I don't know. Like, if enough people wanted that, then sure, but I don't know. I didn't really add it 'cause it's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Like, just say your attack name in all caps with a ton of exclamation points. Like, relax, bro.
Chill, it's not that deep.
I think the only one that's acceptable for is Verdes. Guy was too angry.
Let's see. Will there be any combination skills for magics? So I guess if you have multiple magics, you can combination skill between those 2 magics.
Yeah, that could probably be something added in the future.
Can we get more than one rival?
No. As of right now, it's just one. So I kind of want it to be like a special thing.
Different. Will there be different types of executions?
Probably not. Like, the current plan for them is just like, it would be execution NPCs with like spears and they just stab you or something. Like, I wouldn't want to add graphic ones like beheading or something.
Will hover stay in the game?
Yeah, it's gonna become a lost spell. Or, well, like a rare spell, I think. It's basically the same thing.
Someone again is asking for private servers if there will be possible.
Maybe. I don't really know how to add them though. That's the only reason they're not really a thing. Plus, I don't know like how they'd really work like with features in the world, like cuz say if you could just make a private server and it's the same exact thing as a regular one, you could just go to the Dark Sea and like I don't know, like just loot easily without other players bothering you.
Yeah. How will the map change for certain seas work in multiplayer? Will maps be changed for everyone and be an entirely separate area, or will it just be invisible for the players who are in a previous part?
It'll be client side.
Yeah, like story related stuff like that is client side. Like if an NPC appears somewhere at a certain story part, you won't see it until you get there.
Can we have an increase in server size? What even is the server size currently?
I
it's
don't
20.
even know.
I think it's 20.
I'm probably just gonna change it based on like how laggy it is on release or like when we test.
Yeah. Could co-captain stick with you outside the ship like a little friend that would help you out in combat and such?
Not really, but there will be a way to have them fight with you, just not in that way. It'll
Okay.
be something added way later on.
It'd be more for defending, like islands and such.
Yeah. Yeah, you can solo play the entire game, PvE wise, if you want.
I think that'd be the best experience for it.
Yeah. Will the government faction get cosmetic capes that will scale with high rank?
Yeah, the plan currently is just to make each rank have a different appearance, like uniform. So yeah.
Will there be other joinable clans other than the Grand Navy?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna add another one soon after I add the Grand Navy.
Oh, that's cool.
Do we want to leak what it is, or no?
It's called the Assassin Syndicate. That's all I'll say.
Dang, I
It's
might
gonna
have...
be dope.
Oh, actually, this is a question. Can you... Is it possible to do stuff with them without leaving your player-made guild?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. Well, I'm definitely
'Cause
making a
it'll
file
look
for them
similar to
then.
the Grand Navy.
Okay, I get you. I get you. How customizable will fighting grabs be?
Well, my current plan for them is to just be like each one has a theme. So the base one that like every fighting style can start with is just gonna be like a rush. You hit them like one or multiple times and then send them flying. But yeah, if there's like other fighting style types, they'd probably just be like lost skill types.
Are they element specific abilities?
Not really. That's not like really how magics in this game work. Like your magic will get unique stuff based on what you want. So like the long-term goal is to have like a lot of lost spell options that you can pick from, and then like your magic will be unique based on like which ones you want.
Yeah. Will there be healing spells?
Probably just a healing magic type or something like that.
Okay. What is the max level 1 release?
Probably 100 or 120.
Okay. For those who are showing up right now, since it's almost nearing the 2-hour mark, there will be a VOD that you guys can rewatch and go through if you guys are interested. But yeah. Will our ships be able to ram into ships? Will our crew board them as well?
As of right now, no. Your crew is basically just like an equipable thing for like immersion. But maybe in the future, like the far future, I'd make it so they can attack. But yeah, as of right now, not really.
Can you be a dwarf in the game? Feel smaller than the normal player.
Not a dwarf exactly, but yeah, you will be able to like become smaller or bigger if you want.
Oh, that's cool. How relevant will cities be for gameplay? Could I just chill there looking for trades or something?
They're pretty much only like the main point of cities is just for like the shop types. Like trading, you can trade with any player anywhere.
Yeah. I guess, well, eventually, yeah, there's always like those hangout cities that players usually stick around to
Yeah.
and naturally gravitate towards, but yeah. Are bosses in Arcane Odyssey going to spawn in specific places, or are they going to be roaming like World of Magic?
Specific
For the
places.
most part, specific, yeah. There will be a few later on that are random spawning though.
That'll be cool, yeah, the random spawning ones.
We
How
don't
about-
talk about those.
Wait, how about like ships? Like maybe like ship bosses?
Yeah, that's what the legendary ships are gonna be.
Okay.
One of the wandering bosses is already hinted at in the game.
Yeah?
Yep.
Did you see that dialogue, Tech?
You showed it to me, remember?
Oh yeah.
I gotta go
You were
find
like,
that
does it
dialogue.
sound good for it? You won't be able to find it. We hit it pretty...
You hit it?
Not
it-
even hidden, bro.
It's not hidden, but it's not something you'd expect it.
Tech is rambling to
be
me. He's lying. He's like leading me on.
I am leading you on. I'm just saying that if you want to find it, you'll have to look.
Okay. Are you gonna revamp wood magic, like make it summon trees or change? Oh, they haven't seen it, so
Yeah, I still think about that sometimes, like changing wood to be having like leaves and stuff. Maybe I will in the future, but I'm not really sure. Cause like without leaves, it just kind of looks like dead wood. I don't
yeah.
know.
Would you consider fan characters for bosses?
Nah.
Not really. We just do what fits the narrative of the story the best.
Is there a way to assassinate NPCs using food?
Bro.
Bro, that's very, I mean, technically, I'm not really, not NPCs. Maybe unsuspecting players. Mm-mm. Someone's asking, since the boss drops are being turned into sellable items, will they be able to be like increased in value like seasonals?
Probably not, just cause like I don't know, that's kind of OP.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
for
strong.
boss items. They'll already be worth like a decent amount.
Upon game release, do existing World of Magic characters get a magic change?
Yeah, they do. You can change your character's name too if you want.
Will ships branch out in stats in AO?
Not really. Like, kind of the only, like, variance, I guess, is just, like, the equip slots. But for the most part, you just want a bigger ship. Like, bigger ship will always be better in almost every way.
Will there be an invisibility spell?
No, but there will be invisible potions.
Visible pots. Man, you guys are wild for asking some of these questions. Bad rep towns.
Yeah, there will be those.
Will there be land monsters?
Probably not, just because it's not really that type of game. Like, if there's a land monster, it has to have, like, an explanation.
How does alchemy work? So potion crafting.
Let me pull up my idea card.
Consult the secret
So it
drill.
would require reagents, I think that's how you say it, and catalysts to make them. And reagents are like the ingredients that would bring out the effect. So like a flower or something that would give healing, and the catalyst would control like what the potion is like. So like throwing, drinking, stuff like that. And depending on how much like reagent you put in, it would be like a different tier. So like if you put 10 of the basic kind in, it would be tier 3, and each reagent type will have a rare like variant of it. And if you use those, you can make like tier 4 and 5 ones that'll be really strong.
Can we complete the fishing journal in AO? I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can get all the fishes now.
Yeah, after I add the next island, you will be able to.
Okay. When is Tech releasing his own book?
Well, most of the books that will be released in AO will be either written by me or Vet, so if that's what you consider a book.
Will AO be long gameplay wise? On early access, it'll probably have about like 6 to 8 hours of just story and a lot more of gameplay. But if you mean like overall, like in total the story, I want it to be at least like 100-hour game.
Yeah, 100 hours. That's nice.
Like to fully beat the game.
Will you be limited to one profession in the future?
Yeah, probably.
We'll be able to enchant our weapons to give them extra status effects.
Extra status effects? Probably not, because that's like the main purpose of like imbuing your magics into weapons.
Yeah.
But some rarer weapons like have their own status effects.
How often do we get cutscenes?
Like important cutscenes, probably like 2 per story island. But there's like smaller ones pretty frequently, like talking to people and stuff.
Someone's asking if pets will be a thing.
Nah, probably not. The closest thing to that would probably be, like, I want bigger ships in the captain's cabin to have, like, a fish tank that you could put fish in.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, catching fish and putting them in there. How big would it be though? Like, I guess it would just like limit some of those bigger ones.
Yeah, it would probably just make them appear as small.
Oh, appear small. Okay.
No, curses won't ever be player obtainable. Like, it wouldn't really make sense. And it's not really needed.
Is there going to be a Christmas event? I don't release. I don't think so, right?
Nah. Because it'll release after Christmas.
Yeah. How will your own character lore fit in the story? Will you have to change your character's lore? You've made one already in WoM, I guess.
I think he's kind of asking like,
Yeah.
is there a good and bad story?
Yeah.
And the answer to that is not really, because the story in this game is kind of more like neutral. Like you do good and bad during it.
Can you hide the UI? Yeah, you can. Pressing P, the same way in WoM. Picture mode. Our spells gonna have actual differences, or if you mean as in like AoEs, I think that's what they mean by our spells. I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means.
They have like pillar. They have different, yeah, the different types of AOE spells. Yeah. Will there be pole vaulting with specific weapons? Tech is sending me a trade.
Maybe like as a staff ability, I don't know. If you accidentally lose magic, is it possible to gain it back? You wouldn't accidentally lose it. It would kind of just be like your choice. But once you lose it, nah, you wouldn't be able to get it back. Probably not. Or well, if you reset your stats, then yeah. But you wouldn't ever be able to change it. Like change your magic type.
How's the water? The water's nice.
Bro, you gave him an insanity fly.
He
Yeah, I
did.
did. I gave him insanity too. So now the chat gets to see some nightmares of what the insanity stat provides.
How many base magics will you be able to get through with awakenings? Just 3 in total.
Dude, I just coughed up so much blood on the floor. Holy.
I saw someone say he's off the perk.
He's
Bro's
out
just
the...
laying there.
He's out.
Is the AA story in any way relevant to AO story? Not like exactly, because they're on completely different sides of a world, but like what happened in AA does influence what's happening in this story. Like they're still a part of the same world and stuff, like the same continuity.
Why does it say you're cold while sitting in a hot tub? I don't know, maybe it's just not that hot.
I don't know, my boy's going through it a little bit right now.
Keep collapsing on the floor.
You alright, bro?
Maybe not. Will underwater exploration be a thing? Like a Fishman Island type stuff?
Yeah. Something like that. Will all starting magics be entirely balanced, or will some be better than others? I mean, if some are better than others, then it's not intended.
Ideally, we want everything as close to equivalent to each other as possible.
What range weapons are going to be in the game so far?
So far there's Flintlocks, muskets, dual flintlocks, bows, and that's pretty much it for weapon types. Probably add more in the future, and like rare variants of them and stuff.
Will there be events that occur in the server for players to compete against, like crew fights and capturing points?
Yeah, there will be.
Will there be more Q&As in the future?
Maybe. Like
But-
maybe another one more towards release. I don't know.
That's possible.
Bless you.
Thank you. Someone's telling me to eat more insane meals. No.
I can make you one real quick.
If you want, go ahead. Ro wants to torture me.
There's a cooking pot on the west side of the island.
Are we gonna head over there?
Alright.
Alright.
Oh yeah, and for people who keep asking when the game's coming out, it's either late December to mid-January. It's gonna release for free, early access.
Alright, Zach, I'll be waiting for the meal. Is the combat combo base or ability spam?
It's neither of those.
Yeah, I say it's more like it's very aim heavy, position heavy, prediction. You just have to do a lot of movement, seeing where everyone's gonna land. So like, oh, this person's gonna dash to the left, and you would pre-shoot someone on the left and punish someone for doing something.
Bro, you didn't do the clear the arena quest yet? You're a casual.
No, I didn't do it. Should I do it right now?
I don't know.
I don't know what it
It's
is.
spoilers.
It's spoilers. Okay, I won't do it then.
It's a little bit.
Kind of like the trees.
Can you send me another rare mushroom?
Do I have a rare mushroom?
I have a ton I'll send.
Will you be able to magically infuse your ships with utility? Like maybe cannons that blast magic or rams that have magic?
Yeah, those are both already a thing.
Yep.
Did I decline it?
No.
Will there be colossal weapons of versions of them in AO? So I guess maybe like colossal greatsword. I guess it'll fall under strength weapon, right?
Yeah.
Guessing deluxe weapons are also going to make a return.
Yeah, they will. Those will be the level 100 weapons.
Oh, the level 100 ones. Okay. So fairly soon then.
Will the First Awakening be available in early access? Yeah, it will.
Will Averil appear in AO?
Nope.
Nah, he won't.
Bro's busy.
Bro's on the other side of the planet.
For the story, are we destined to be someone that's great or someone rando?
No
I
comment.
don't know, bro. You'll just have to see. Will you remove codes? Yeah, probably. And if not, I'm definitely removing the Galleon ones. You can make Insanity 2 foods, you know.
I know. I just didn't want to give him Insanity 2 twice.
You didn't want to give him too strong of a drug.
Exactly. I don't want to overdose my boy.
How are the boss fights going to be? I mean, they're intense. They're fun, flashy. I don't really know how you describe them other than that.
Yeah.
Why are the war seas at war? It kind of explains it a little bit in the lore doc, but it's mainly because there's like many strong kingdoms that are like striving to collect sea curses, and like that's mainly the reason they're always at war, just because they're always trying to get stronger. I think we should wrap this up soon.
Yeah, we can. We'll probably take how does 5 more questions sound?
Alright, but
Alright. Will there be any barrage spells or barrage fist moves?
yeah, we already answered that.
Yeah. Guess we won't count that one. Will there be a mentor-like character in AO?
Kinda, but not as much as Theos was, I guess.
Since AO is about the war seas, which is an area of conflict over sea curses, does this mean there will also be curses users in the Grand Navy? So curse users in the Grand Navy.
Yeah, there would be.
Okay.
Wait, did you place this deck?
Yeah.
Bro,
What is
I
this?
can't eat it.
Oh yeah, we need to be in a party to eat those.
Wait, we are in a party.
You are?
Is it because I placed it after or before we were in a party?
Yeah, it's probably a bug. Will there be abilities like counters? Yeah. Bro, Danny, you're gonna ask
What?
the questions?
I mean, like a lot of the questions are repeated.
Oh,
Yeah, for the most part. Will you make some monument commemorating the supreme old arcane adventures?
uh, not really, because like again, the War Seas people don't really even know that the Seven Seas exist from Arcane, because they're on entirely different sides of the world.
Will there be passives in the game that work with insanity, such as dealing more damage the more insane you are?
Probably.
That'd be
I don't
cool,
really
yeah.
know.
Will magics ever get like a Logi effect?
No, not magics.
That would interfere too much with what curses are.
Yeah.
How big will the biggest island be?
On release, I mean, I don't really know how to even describe it. Like, it'll be pretty big.
Maybe something scaled off WOM. I don't know.
Probably like the size of Castlian Shore from World of Magic.
That's pretty big, yeah. Will there be any unique statuses on rare weapons? So I guess something like soaked effect on sunken. I don't know.
Yeah, there will be.
Neat. How do you get insanity in the world?
In the world right now, the only way to get it is from a specific place. But you'll also be able to get it from the Dark Sea once that's added.
Will you make interesting side stories? So I guess like side quests, will there be like lengthy side stories for side quests?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Your co-captains are already gonna be that, kinda.
All right. So how do you guys feel like ending it off here then?
Yeah, I think we're about ready to wrap it up.
All right then. Well then, guys, that's all we have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If this went well, then maybe another one will happen towards release. So
Yeah, we'll probably do another one.
yeah. So you guys have a nice day. See you guys in the
Alright,
next
peace.
one. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Well, there you go. It's done.